David Marsh, what do you love about your farm?
Well, look, I'm a farmer from the southwest slopes of New South Wales in Australia, probably on the eastern edge of the Rangelands. We get a very variable rainfall, between sort of 240 mils up to over 1,000 mils at times. You happen to be seeing it in a year of abundance, where we've had 3 years when it's been very miserable here, low rainfall. But what I love about our farm and farming generally, which I've been at for more than 50 years, is that 20 years ago I stumbled on a way of making decisions that what I call allows the landscape to get into recomplicating itself, which is what its natural tendency over the time of evolution has been. It's always trying to be, all living communities are trying to be more complex. Now, agriculture has tended to simplify them, but with planned grazing, which is what we're into, holistic decision making, where we're actually seeing the landscape gradually recomplicate. So we're seeing species that haven't been seen here for maybe 100 years of set stocking, with rotational grazing, moving animals around, long recoveries or longer or appropriate recoveries depending on speed of growth. We're noticing that gives time for the initiation of species that haven't been seen here for a long time. That's incredibly exciting, and it's one of the things I'm passionate about and that I love. And I don't profess to be an expert, but I have been observing this now for 20 odd years, and it took a little while to gather pace, but it's actually starting to gather a lot of pace now. A lot of the plants you can probably see behind me, this tree behind me is one of the native trees of the district. It's a thing called yellow box. A lot of the grasses are probably introduced, a lot of the ground cover is probably introduced, but in the next week or two as it warms up, the summer active species, which are the ones that are increasing, will start to appear. So I used to see myself as the agent in being responsible for healing the land. I've sort of switched now to being an observer of the landscape healing itself. And that is a fundamental shift, and you need to allow time for it to happen. But that's what excites me. It takes a bit to get me excited, but I'm excited.